All right. Hey, Dave. Let's see. Hang on. Hmm. Okay, so that should be working. You still working on a new level? Nice. The one that's going to be different from complexity. That's so weird. You're in the same chat window. Your name color changed from a dark red to like a peach color, dark peach. Going to be called Valley. Interesting. Is it like a speed level or like a half pipe thing? It's been peach for you? I guess it corrected itself or something. Let's see. Okay, so. Okay, yeah, there's my mouse. Sort of a segmented gem hunt. Okay. Okay, so this should be working. So since I'm window capturing, it doesn't show like my tools or my color palette or anything, but I don't think that's too necessary. And it also hides my taskbar, which adds this little black bar to the bottom, but it actually fits in the that little view counter quite well. It like fits perfectly in there. Let's see. Okay. Let me adjust my headset. Okay. My headset's been getting really uncomfortable lately. I think the ear pads have been so overused. They're just flattening. Let's see. Okay. So, that all picks up. Nice. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Why does it have to be named layer 2? It's the first layer. Let me fix that. There we go. Thank you. Well, that'll be it for the stream. Got my channel art. Okay. So let me make 2 layers. Oh god. So one will be white background, but I'm gonna have another that is just a full black background. Actually, let me go to OBS. Let me change Let me move the chat so it's not in the way of the color palette for me. Oh, it can go a little further. Whoops. There we go. Okay, that should work. The aesthetic for Valley reminds you of Marvel Blast Ultra? Ooh, nice. Is it a lot of like sharp edges and stuff? Let's see, layer 2 black. There we go. So now I have a black background, a white background, so I can test everything. Okay. Don't want to reveal too much, yeah. Oh, how you liking the Twitch redesign? It's usable-ish. Okay. So, gonna start with a circle. So I've tried this a couple times last month, and I have a system for making an okay looking skull. I'm gonna try that. Your profile picture turned to a yellow standard user profile. Oh, I noticed that with snowboarders too. I missed the original little blocky people, the shape people. Let's see. Overlay, push it up above my taskbar. There we go. Yeah, they were cute. I'll miss them. Okay, so I think I'm gonna redo this one. Increase brush size. How about that? Oh, ew. No. Too big. Can I do it? Oh, there we go. Okay, that works. I think I'll stick with 3. Yeah. So let's see. So kind of a wide. Push it up a little more. Not too wide though. I think that'll work. Okay. And then shapes. So I experimented with this a little bit last month, and I found that using a like spline to kind of make the jaw shape works okay. Probably not the best technique, but hang on. I have a Google Images window up. Let me look at those. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make, because I love my Halo emblem, and I would love to just use that, but I'm a little nervous about using a copyrighted thing for stuff, so I'm gonna try to make my own. It's gonna be crappy until I possibly hire like a professional to do it or something. I don't know. But this will just kind of be something, and also it'll be good to know what I actually want from it. Oh, hey, Goldax. Thank you. Let's see here. She used the jelly bean. Well, that would also be copyrighted. But that would be a fun little mascot. Let's see here. Okay. These aren't quite... Let me also... Okay, let me undo that. Let me quickly open my actual profile picture, so I can use that as a reference as well. There we go. Awesome. I love this one. But it is copyrighted, so I must start new. I must start fresh. What am I drawing? I am trying to draw new channel art just to get an idea of what I want, because I don't even have things set for sub badges because I wasn't expecting anybody to subscribe. So I need to figure out something for that, and just trying to start new. I would love to still use this one, but I don't want to get in trouble. So let's see, let's push this a little bit. So I want it to still be a little bit stylized, but don't want it to be an exact copy. But I'm gonna keep the general skull and crossbones with a fireball behind it. I'm thinking I might add like fire in the eyes, but that might look weird, so probably not. Let's see, splines. Okay, and also I am not very good at drawing. I used to do a lot of drawing as a kid, and take art classes and stuff, but that was a long time ago. And yeah, I mainly had more fun coloring than drawing from scratch. Let's see here. So basically I'm trying to make like the down... What am I trying to say? The down part of the skull. Like down to the teeth. I want to make it jawless. You drew a line, but it was only 1 year. Okay. And also, I'm probably going to spend way too much time trying to perfect lines and stuff, when it's probably not worth all that. Okay, so that seems okay. Okay, so let's... Can I copy that? No, I'll probably have to do an ugly thing like that and just flip. It'll be uneven though, so I have to try to match it up. Ugh. No. I don't know. Hang on. Let me, You never got better at it. Yeah, I was, when I was testing out window capture for this, I was trying to do the, like, you're watching Disney Channel drawing thing, and that was super hard, and they were starting to look kind of suggestive, kind of weird. It's really hard to do though. It's like, hang on. Let me get like blue. What was it? Like light blue. So it's like that. That's super hard. Oh, that's disgusting. It was like that with like, no, I think there was like a space in the middle. Oh. Ugh. That's disgusting. Oh yeah. There's a there's a compilation on YouTube of somebody taking the raw footage of a lot of them and tracing out what they actually drew. It was horrible. Let's see. Okay. So let me see if this works properly. Hey, Hatchet. Gonna zoom in, enhance. Oh, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to just kind of. Oh wait, anti-aliasing disabled. I'm on the wrong layer. There's a little selection box. There we go. Okay. So just to test, I just want to see if it looks, if the shape looks okay without the circle interfering with it. And then make this massive. There we go. I think the sides are too wide, too long. I don't like that. I'm gonna redo it. Let's see. Okay. So, oh no. Wait. It was on 3. There we go. 3 is going to be my default brush width for this. So let's see. Maybe I made the circle too wide. That might be part of it. Why is... Oh! There we go. Okay, I forgot anti-aliasing disables for both things. Maybe pull this down. I've done a couple tests where this has looked okay. But... no, it's got to go the other way. There we go. That's what it was going wrong. Move a tiny bit. Move a tiny bit. Just a tiny... okay, yeah, that's good. Let's see. Yeah, I'm using paint.net. How do you say that actually? Paint.net or paintnet? Paint.net. Just gotta find the right shape that works well. Maybe it's also not long enough. Don't know. Paint.net? Yeah, probably. Sometimes they'll try to do something fancy with that, and oh, you don't pronounce it like that. It's a silent symbol. What? What? Okay. I'm just not able to get this looking right. Maybe I should go with a more perfect circle rather than a wide one. It's starting to look like it's just a very handsome jawline when there's supposed to be no jaw. I'm totally gonna overthink this. Okay, I think that might be good. A kind of slant in there. Pull it down a little further. Pull it in more? Maybe, yeah. Oh yeah, at least this part, because that doesn't work well. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Okay. Okay, if this doesn't work, I think I'm gonna just redo the circle. And is there a good way to just flip this? Flip horizontal? No, that flips the whole thing. Okay, wait. So if I copy and then make a new layer and then flip. Wait, no, I didn't even paste. There we go. Flip. There we go. That's much more consistent. Okay. So just push that in. Okay, I think that looks better. Merge those two. It has more of a bony shape to it. The sides are still a little flat, but it looks better than the first time. And then let me just do the test. I think that looks closer to a skull. I think that's good. Boneless. Yes, a boneless skull. Oh, good job, me. Wait, was that something I said? I assume when somebody responds with something with a question mark, I assume it's something stupid I said. A boneless skull from the Boneless Chicken Ranch. Yeah. Snowboarder got the challenge Sugar Rush with an exact tie, but he's higher. Hey, Space Kitten. Yeah, interesting. That's a good way of putting it. Okay. So now do a more detailed enhance. So, no. Let's see, should I disable anti-aliasing? Let's do small brush. No, that gives hard edges. I want it to be softer. There we go. So just like that. Does that look okay? Ugh. Oh no. Better, but there's still like a chunk missing. Hey, snowboarder. That looks a little better. It's not as noticeable. Congrats on the Sugar Rush challenge. You hate the you hate going around the whole level. But you want to lower it now, okay. Where am I? I'm lost in the... Okay. This is really weird with streaming an actual window, because my brain fries and I don't know if I'm looking at OBS playing it or the actual window. It's very strange. Okay, I think part of it is it just doesn't align properly. There's kind of a sharp turn off. Just like the splines. I'm gonna be saying a lot of weird stuff because that's how my brain thinks. I verbally say things. You hate it? I verbally say things, but they may not make sense because my brain understands what I'm saying, but it doesn't output properly. Okay, and then big brush. Okay, turn off anti-aliasing. Or turn off... Yeah, okay. So then just do that. I'll stick with it a little bit. These are too long, but I'll stick with it. Fill in a little bit more of it and see where it goes. Also, I should save this. Let's see here. Channel temp. There. Okay. It's wrong. Well, we gotta wipe it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think these are too narrow. I think it made it too tall and narrow. What if this is gonna ruin the quality? But what if I just kind of squash it in? Now it looks like an alien. Oof. Yeah, it's just a gray. That's all I've made. If I just like make like a That's totally what it is. What happened? Boneless alien. New mascot. It's my jelly bean alien. That's what I've ended up making. But not as cute. Oh no. Oh, this is going well. Alien Fire 58, to be honest. Of course. Ugh. Okay. Okay, let me try also. Mm, 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 mm-mm. Okay, actually, I'm liking this. I'm kind of liking this. This seems to have repaired it a little bit. The head's a little too wide, but I'm liking the what is this part called? The upper teeth area? But like without the jaw. Would it still be called the roof of the mouth if it's um if it's just the skull? The neck? Okay. So let me okay. Let's try to add some eyes. Gonna make it an outline, just in case. So, let's see. So I want it to be... Well, actually, I don't know. If I make it an outline, then I can't really erase it, because I want it to have a kind of... I don't want it to be a perfect circle. But I won't have any room to erase it with. But then I won't have an outline for later. I guess I could just draw over it later. Let's do filled shape. No, I'm going to be streaming the game again on Wednesday. Won't be doing anything tomorrow. $10.37 Sugar Rush, nice. Let's see. Okay. So full circle. Let me look at my reference photos again. Man, there's so many different looks to a skull. Just draw the alien at this point. Okay. So, kind of wide. Hey, Robo. I didn't expect this many people to come here. Widen out. It's turning into the alien again, but I can save it. I can save it. So, let's see here. That's too slanted. It's got to look like an eye socket still. Okay, so something like that. Actually, hang on. No. I should do this on a new layer. Just, come on. Cut and paste. There we go. Okay, new layer. You got a super lucky ending on the 1037? Nice. Your knee is on a cool brace now? Oh. Does it hurt? Sorry that happened to you. Let's see. Okay, so then let's... No, a little bigger. Move it down a little bit. Actually, I think that's too big. That might be part of it. It's a little too big. Ugh. You had to go in an ambulance? Dang. No pain. But you have to get an MRI just to make sure. Okay. Well, at least there's no pain. Gonna shower and sleep. Alright, good night, Goldax. Thanks for hanging out. Stopping by for a little bit. You might see the channel look a little uglier the next time you come by, if I get this done. Want to see a picture of it? I'm good. Thank you. I'm okay. Okay. So, boom. Angry. There we go. That's actually like a really good angle, but I think I'm gonna go more like this. So basically, I'm planning on just kind of shaving the edges. It might look pretty bad, but it'll at least look a little more natural than perfect corners. Oh no. So just shave it off. It's beautiful. Ugh, no. That looks like he's worried. I'm attempting to make a skull. So basically I'm trying to make my own version of this. I love using this. This has been my profile picture on almost everything for like 10 years. It's my old Halo emblem, but I don't want to use copyrighted work for like sub badges and stuff. So I'm attempting to make fresh stuff. At some point, I will see if I can like hire somebody to do something. Like Hatchet suggested I look at something on Fiverr, but I want to be careful with money and stuff. I want to be careful. I want to make sure that I even know what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna make a basic ugly thing. Don't know if I'm even gonna actually use it. Let's see. So that thing right there. So I want to kind of soften the edges a little bit to give it a better look. That actually looks okay. I think this dips in a little too much. The other one on top of the screen. This one? My emblem? Yeah. I love this one so much. I've used it for years, but I don't want to get in trouble. You want to try to make something? Go ahead, yeah, if you want to. Let's see. Can I like fill this in a little bit? Kinda... no. Wait, redo. Oh no. It changed the tool. Going for the same idea? Yeah. Just jawless skull with crossbones. The only reason I made them red back then was to make it stand out a little more. I don't know if I'll still do that. Probably. But yeah, jawless skull with crossbones. Jolly Roger, basically, with a fireball behind it. I might experiment with other details, like adding, like, fire in the eyes, maybe. But we'll have to see how that turns out. Vector art. Oh yeah, like sharp lines. Yeah, those look pretty cool. I think if I were going to go for a style, it might be like I don't think I can style it that well, but if I were to go for a style, it might be something more like a Tim Burton kind of look. Something like that. Always liked that look. Let's see. I think that turned out okay. Smooth it out a little more. Your dad and I... Your dad and I... I'm... So you and your dad are going on a hard hike 13,500 feet above sea level. Oof. That sounds horrible. I have no frame of reference for how big that actually is, but yeah, good luck. Add a background as well. To this or my channel? Yeah, I don't know if I'll do a background. Let's see. Okay. So I gotta kind of shave off the weird corners. It's a little too bumpy. Like there's like bump. Don't like that. I went too far in. Add a background to this. Don't know. It might be too small to even matter. I'll probably just keep it a transparent background. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, that looks a little better. Just... Okay. Come on. That looks okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, let's try making this a little bigger. Hmm. Probably a little lower too, because I think I'm trying to mentally account too much for the jaw that isn't supposed to be there. That might be a little too big. It'll only look like an alien until I add the teeth. Which I have no idea how I'm gonna do. Okay. Copy. New layer. Paste. Layers. Flip. Oh. Okay, move that a little bit. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, I had to text somebody. Okay. So, try to line these up to look okay. And it looks a little different than the other one for some reason. Can I stretch it out a little more? I don't want them to be asymmetrical. Starting to look like a skull now? Okay, that's good. What is this? Okay, that might just be the way the pixels are aligning on the screen. Huh. Yeah, for some reason it looks a little different than the other. Ugh, I'm not liking the shape of the skull now. It's too narrow. I think I'm gonna have to redo that. Okay. So let's see. That's too big. Stick with this size. Well, maybe not narrow, but just I don't like how flat this part is. It's too sudden. But we'll add a little more and see how it goes. Okay. And then new layer again. Gonna make the nose. I'm gonna try for this one's a little stylized with just like little slits, but I'm gonna see what it looks like with a with a semi-normal looking. So I'm gonna try to put like two ovals together basically. Oh, this might not look very good. No. So like this. Eh. Ugh. I think it's too uneven too. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Hmm. Ugh. Okay, that's a little better. And then I will soften the edges again. Maybe this size. So it's usually, oh no, hang on, undo. So it's usually kind of either circular or sharp. Well, I don't know. The natural one does kind of look stupid. So I kind of have to stylize it. This might be a little too narrow though. Ugh. Do a tiny brush. Just get in there. Oh no. Oh, this looks horrible. I'm definitely gonna have to enlarge this thing. It's a little too small. Oh yeah. This isn't working well. It's too much off the bottom. Gotta kind of level it out though with the other one. This one goes a little too far down. It's like 1 pixel too far down, but I can't remove it and make it look natural. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so what if I size it up? Where to go? There it is. Maybe if I make it wider, it might just be too long. And I think, let me fill this in a little bit. Like that. That side looks a little too bumpy. This white crack looks better? Okay. Oh, it loses some of the fuzziness. Dang. Anti-aliasing is still on though. Well, it won't matter at this size. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the bumps. Whoops. No. That's tolerable. At least it looks like a skull now. Save that. Okay. So now, oh, teeth. How am I gonna do teeth? I may need to copy from what this thing does for teeth. Oh, jeez. There we go. Oh. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh no. Splines? 10 out of 10. Maybe splines can save me. Actually, maybe they can do something. They're still a little round. Actually, this might be how I have to do it. Okay, and I gotta think about spacing as well. How many would I want? Make them a little bigger, maybe? That's too pointed. You're heading out? Alright. See you later, Dave. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Okay. I think splines may be the savior. The only problem is, how do I connect them? Can I adjust the number of spline nodes? Let me Google that. Paint. How to add extra nodes for line tool? Line tool, more nodes? Oh, this is from 2013. That doesn't help. The dots are called control nubs, and you'll always have 4. Dang. Okay. Alright, well. That sucks. And actually, I might want to move it up a little bit. Okay, so if I make a new one. Oh, yeah, how do I think I'm gonna have to, like, make a new one here. It's like undo, 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 get back to here. I would have to make this one, like, shorter. Make a new one. And then go super zoom in. No, no. Back to the old one. Get out of the way. And like hook it up. Oh. Like that. Oh no. Okay. Ooh. And it's gonna line up weird. It's already looking like it'll be 5. Okay, so shorten that. Um, well, maybe it'll work out okay. It's looking like it's leaning. I don't want that. I think it's because of how this is set up, it's kind of leaning. So, move this out a little more. I think this will be acceptable. Okay. Gotta close it off neatly. No, I'm gonna have to do one more. Oh no, wait. It would have to meet up like that? Oh no. Okay. I gotta make these a little bigger. A little wider. Let's see if I can just do it to this one. And so the middle one needs to be that. And then that aligns. It's not the best. I don't know. If I can like make it. No, I can't. I'll have to erase a little bit of that. That'll look weird. Ugh. It's kind of basic looking, but it works. Works okay. Okay. What colors do I like? Well, I'm probably gonna aim for the original. Personally, my favorite colors are like a green and purple, but I don't know how that'll look. I was thinking that for the like the sub badges, I would start changing like the color of the fire to different cool colors. But those would be going into like the multiple year badges. So that probably wouldn't be worth it. But I'll probably start with just the original colors. Just a white gray skull with orange fire. I'm gonna experiment with gradients. Let's see. Okay. So finish that off. Ooh, it's a little rough. What if I make the nose bigger? Just make everything kind of bigger. Actually, wait. How would this align with... And then the eyes. No, original size, but push them down a little bit. Looks a little better. But I don't want the nose going into the teeth. that doesn't work. Well, I guess, let's see. On some of these skulls, it kind of does just go into the teeth. I guess I'm trying to make the upper lip too big. It kind of goes like a third of it goes down. Oh, that looks weird though. This might be going too big, especially compared to the eyes, because I want it to be kind of... I don't want emphasis on the nose thing. What is that even called? The, like, just the nose cavity, the nasal cavity? I don't want there to be emphasis on it. I just want it to be one of those things that your brain doesn't get confused seeing that it's not there. But when it's there, it just kind of blends in, you know? Like eyebrows. You know when they're not there. Something looks weird. There's something weird with it. What is it? Let's see, 100%. Whoa, what is happening? Why is it doing that? It kind of... Oh god, this is a weird optical illusion. It looks like a bedsheet ghost coming at you. Like the nose is his little cute mouth, and the teeth are like the bottom of the sheet, but like pulling backward. So it's like flying toward you. Yeah. It's kind of got some interesting depth to it. Oh, it's adorable. Okay. Hang on. Oh, crap. Okay. So, I think that's as good as I'm getting it. Okay, and it's hollow, so that's okay. All right. So now, I guess I'll do the bones. Let's see. So outline. I think I'll do like rectangle, rounded rectangle. New layer. Oh no. Something like this. Put the layer down. Oh, it'll still be see-through though. Whoops. Wait a minute. Hang on. Delete that. Okay, so long. It's see-through at the moment, just in case. Okay, so a little longer. Think more horizontal. I'm gonna have to leave room for like the femur parts. Hmm. Ugh. Okay, so shorten that part. So I want, let's see, lower. So femur around here. I don't. Oh wait, no. The femurs. What is the? Are they even femurs? What is the name of like the bumpy part of a femur, the connector that connects to like the tissue, muscle and stuff? And then joint, yeah. That's probably it. I'm overcomplicating it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is not working well. Shorten it, maybe? Hmm. Ugh. Okay. Let's see how this works. So let's switch to an oval. That's probably too long. Let's see. So the shape is like there's a part sticking out here, and then there would be another circle pointing that way. So I'll have to round out that part. So like this. Don't want it to be too small. And then another circle up here. Something like that. Okay. And then we go in with the eraser. A little bit bigger. Nope. Okay, maybe I'll have to redraw that. Ugh. And let's see. Okay. I'm probably missing some. There are probably some like tiny pixels hidden in here somewhere. That's gonna bother me. Oh, I know. Okay, this part I don't need. This is all the same piece. Right, right, okay. Ah! That looks like it. That kind of works. Okay. Paintbrush 3. Just kind of redraw it. Ugh. Just fill in those corners. It's a little chunky, a little chubby. But it works pretty well. Huh. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna save this before something bad happens. Okay. How do I make it not as chunky? What if I kind of mess with the proportions a little bit again? Make it more long? No. What about shorter? That looks okay. I think that is okay. I will definitely need to extend the length though. So I'll need to make a second box. Just push it out a little. Or no, I could just copy paste. Okay, 100%. That looks okay. Kinda. I think also, let me try something real quick. I think I'm gonna try to... How would I do that? No, I can't really do that. I was gonna see if I could like temporarily fill in this part. Okay, so on this one, so long point is that way. And then long point points down on that one. How does it... Let me Google Fumer. Wow. Femur images. Oh no, these are all like medical chart things. I need like a picture of the actual bone like in a museum. Ah, no. Real femur bone. There we go. Huh. This belongs in a museum. This specifically does not. But the bones do. Okay. So it's a little bit stylized. That's like very bony. That looks a little weird for what I'm doing. So I think I will just, let's see, close that. I think I will zoom in. Copy. Paste. Flip. Rotate 180. And it's down there. And then we just kind of, with surgical precision, try to line it up with the rest of the bone. But it's got to be a little further. Although it's supposed to... Oh, wait. It's got to point down. But it can't point down unless I rotate it. Oh no. What did I do? Wait. Okay. Okay, so... no. That won't work. Flip vertical. No, I just restored it to its original. There's only... I can only... Okay, so I flip it. So if I flip it... No, that's back to normal. So that's a full rotation. I gotta figure out... This is like one of those annoying light puzzles. You push one button and it lights certain ones and then delights certain others. I gotta figure out the right... the right combination. No, I think I just gotta risk Why can't there just be a button to do this? This is what I... No. How does this do it? This looks weird. I think I will go back to the way it was. Where it's like that. Does that look okay? With it pointing in opposite directions, does that make sense? Does that look like a bone? Oh. It's alright. Yeah, okay. I'll just leave it. So merge, and then gotta erase this part. Just sweep it off. There's still a little bit too much up here. It's... yeah, it's okay. Okay, so save. And then I'm gonna... let's see, so I'll have to merge... what layer is this? That's a teeth. So merge all of them into one skull. There we go. And then just to test, this will look horrible, but just to test, I'm gonna fill. Okay. Yeah, that works okay. Ugh. Gotta remember too, it's not gonna be as detailed if it's a sub badge. I probably should have been making one at a lower resolution anyway, but just experimentation. All right. So now I can copy the bone, new layer, flip. Ah! It's nearly perfect. Push it over a little bit. Merge, and then can I make them a little bigger? Okay, that looks okay. Wait, oh crap. I forgot to undo the fill. The paint bucket. I didn't want to keep that. Copy. Wait, no. Undo. New layer. Paste. Flip. No, what? What happened? I only want this layer. Copy. New layer. Paste. Yeah, just a bone. Flip. Okay. And then that kind of looks cool. Okay, and then merge those two, and then make them bigger. That looks cool. Yeah, decent. And then whenever I want to test it, I can just temporarily fill that in. Okay, so now, oh. So if I do, oh, wait. Oh, because the bones aren't filled in either. Yeah. It's passable. Hmm. Okay, so one thing I need to do is I kind of need to shrink everything so that I have enough room for the fire. And I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I have an idea. Okay, so can I manually is there any way to manually, like using numbers, adjust the size? Resize. Wait, no, that's a whole picture. Okay, I'll just kind of have to do that. And then that. Eh. And then I'll have to move them. Over to here. And it'll probably have to stay pretty low on the canvas. Oh no! left a little chunk behind. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. I don't really want to merge the bones with the skull yet. It would make moving them around easier, but I think it got misaligned a little bit. Okay, Oops. Alright. So, I don't know how I'm gonna do the fire. Hang on. Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to probably call it soon. I want to try fire though. So I was thinking, where is the gradient tool? There's the gradient. Okay, so new layer, put it below both of them. Whoa. Okay, what patterns are there? Oh boy. Okay, so what is so the middle color is black. So I would make that like red, and then the secondary color would be orange. How does that work? Oh! Oh! Oh, that hurts. That sucks. Okay. Oh no. Will this even work well? Maybe a gradient isn't even worth it. Maybe I should do solid color. Oh. Okay. Oh, that hurts. Okay, so then I go in with a massive brush. Massive. There we go. And just trim some of that off. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. So let's shrink it a little bit. Oh, I kind of lose the blur though. Oh boy. No. Just get a basic shape going. I don't know how I'm gonna do the... I think the gradient was useless because all the red is inside the skull and it's gonna be covered up. Just carefully. Come on. Come on. Okay. So how do I do... Is anybody even still here? You're here? Thank you. Oh, Space Kitten's still here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end soon, but I think I'm gonna try to draw the actual fire. How am I gonna do that? Okay, so maybe... Ooh, okay, wait. Maybe I can use, like, the spline tool to make cool flames and then erase everything outside of it. So, like, if I make a layer on top of the flame and just use the flame as a base, I could, like, just erase everything outside of the outline. So, like, man, these flames look cool, but this one is gonna be horrible. I think I may have erased too much. I think I should go back to when it was pretty full. Yeah. Gonna have to suffer with this for a little bit, but... let's see. So, like... Oh, no, 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 no. Default colors. Brush size 3. Okay, so something like... Hey, Dave, yeah. I'm gonna end it soon. But I'm thinking... Let's see, so how do I make it look like fire? Let's see. Close to releasing your level? Nice. Okay, so where should the flames start poking off? Because I'm thinking of doing something like this. Because that works pretty well. That specifically doesn't look like it's in a good position. I can't make them too small because of they'll just look like hairs. But something along these lines, not too fat, not too thin. And I also don't want it to look like a horn. Oh no! I did it on the wrong layer. Undo all of this. Undo. Go away. Okay. New layer. All you need to do is light maps. Nice. Yeah, I will play it next stream as long as it's not like 100 gems. Okay. So something like this. I just need to figure out what shapes of fire would actually look good. 8 gems? Oh, okay, yeah. $23 seconds? Okay. So a reasonable level. Okay, so like this. I gotta push this up though. Okay. That worked, right? Yeah, okay. Uh... And I don't want to make an exact copy of mine. I don't want it to be like I traced it, but that's how it's kind of turning out to be. So something like this. It's not the best looking. Send me what you made? Yeah, sure. You can DM it to me. Let's see. I think that bend went a little too far. I may have gone too far in a few places. uh... I think there might be too big of a gap. I'll work on the actual I'll work on the actual like flames better later. But I think this is an okay system to try. Nope, undo. This is too big. Yeah, I'll figure this out later. Polish this out later. I'm gonna have to go pretty soon. Think. All right, I'll look in a second. Thank you. Okay. So something like that. I think I made it too flat. Gotta make it more round. But something like that. And then I erase the outsides. I make an actual circle. That it's I think the technique could work. I just need to figure out how to make the individual ones look better, and I'll probably need to push the skull further down. I'll save it for now. Let's see what Robo sent. Holy hell! Hold on. Whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Let's see. How do I was not expecting that. I thought it would be like a rough sketch. Whoa. Okay. Open original. Save. Save it there for now, just so I can. Oh my god. Where is it? Where'd it go? Okay. This is amazing, Robo. Exported it as 1000 by 1000. I can probably resize it, but yeah, I will Oh my god, that's awesome. Thank you, man. So you use this as a base? Dang. Okay. Well, I need to start getting ready to leave, but I will talk to you about this later. This is awesome. Oh my god. Inkscape. So I'm free to use this? Yeah, I Really? Okay, thank you, man. I will contact you again later. But yeah, this this is so cool. Thank you, man. Okay, let's see. Save this. Look at this crap. Look at this terrible thing. Ugh. Well, you know, I'm glad I made this. You know, I think it turned out pretty well. Successful, almost 2-hour stream. I think this turned out okay. I could, yeah. Revisit it later. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely. Oh my god. Very successful stream. Thank you. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think definitely for like sub badges and stuff. If there are like individual layers still, that would be really cool to mess around with and just like slowly add them for each higher badge. But yeah, I'll talk to you about it later. I gotta shower before dinner. Change any colors or anything I like. All right, thank you, man. Yeah. All right, that will be it for now. What do I need to? Let's see. Okay. So I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll close everything afterwards. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out. And possibly by next stream, you'll get this cool redesign. I may even make this my Discord profile picture. This is so cool. I'll figure out a way to keep the jelly bean alien a part of it, though. He's a fun little guy. All right. I gotta go. Thank you guys again. And I will see you guys Wednesday, probably. And yeah. All right, see ya.